magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Granny squares and textured waves, she's turning yarn into handmade face. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, break crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. A yarny legend crochet queen, hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. She's turning yarn into handmade face. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty vibe all of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, break crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the wobble queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest wobble queen. Break crochet, crafting smiles the handmade way. A yarny legend crochet queen, hooks in hand with flair so keen. Break crochet, the wobble queen. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. turning yarn into handmade face. With every stitch, she sets the tone, a crafty Bible of her own. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen. Join the scene, hang with the kindest Wobble Queen. Break crochet, break crafting smiles the handmade way. She's stitching joy in every row, with colors bright and yarny glow. From loop to loop, she's living the dream, crafting magic, soft and serene. Break crochet, the Wobble Queen.
Welcome in, everybody. I know I'm a little bit early. Yes, the testing works, Papa, just so you know. I got someone, he's growling at me, and he's moved now, and I don't know where he's at. And oh, there you are. You going to get up here with me? So day 2 is, no, we are not playing with the fish. Day 2 is we are going to continue working on this raccoon. I didn't get very far yesterday. I did finish some laundry. Did I fold it? I sure enough didn't. But so far, this is the raccoon, the boss. I got trash pandas on the brain. I don't even know why. I'm gonna try to scoot up here. So we are waiting for, I guess, the weather to decide what it's going to do. I think it's supposed to rain until, I think Papa said like noon or, thank you. How do I say this? Not rain, but sleety rain. I don't know. Sleety rain. So we are doing this possum, and I am on round 68. So I have a few more rounds, and then we're going to switch. When we get to round 78, we're going to switch to the white, because we're going to switch to this, because we're going to start making, I think, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what's going on with Mr. Raccoony Rooney. Hey, why do I want to call him a raccoon? Oh, now you want to get up here. Okay, come on. You can't bring that up here. It's full on rain right now. Okay, look. I can't. Me, you, and the possum can't all fit in the chair. I know I started early today, but you don't have to be this way. Did I start earlier than you wanted me to? I compromised you and me time? Sorry, I have to. I understand. Give me a kiss. Go lay down. There you go. He is the baby of the house. Rotten as he is, but he is the baby. So, I hope everyone made it through that. I hope everybody made it through the storm unscathed. Our oldest daughter texted us this morning and said a tree hit their carport. They're out of power, and they're just going to be waiting until it gets back on. But since P-Pop has a medical necessity that has to have electricity, the electric company has to make, because it's the equipment that helps with her, she is electric based, so they have to have electricity. So they are a priority. So it'll be good for their neighbors. If they get their power back on, their neighbors get their power back on. So, okay. Now I've got to back up for you. Guys, I'm sorry. I just argue, fuss, and fight with this little pumpernickel all day long. One, one, two, three. I was hoping last night when I was watching another streamer stream that I could have gotten the bag holder, the main bag holder part done, but someone, won't mention his name. Quit that. Quit that. Decided that we needed to go get under some blankets. So that's what we did. I probably really shouldn't like accommodate that, but in the long run, it's just been like a wintry, crappy, wet weekend. And so up underneath covers just felt really good. So and then I sit and think about, all the snow that people have gotten and things like that. And if we lived like in, like other countries, this would be nothing for them. But because, you know, even certain states, I mean, they're used to getting snow. So it's like their infrastructure can handle it. But I think with this one, it was the temperatures dropping so low. So anyway, I'm just going to continue to double crochet these rounds and get them done until we get to a point where I'm like, you know what? I think we're done for the day. I feel like this is going to take because the feet and the hands, the feet, it's possum. They're its ears, legs, and the little feet. Are going to be the little. I will probably do maybe. I don't know. We'll see if it goes into a lot of twisty turnies. Hi, Unicorn. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Awful early. Because I'm looking at my clock on my computer and I'm like, I know you're like an hour behind. I would have started earlier, but I ate breakfast. Biscuit went outside. He wasn't too happy about it, but I mean, he did it. So I'm just trying to fly this. No one in our group chat from work has we have two group chats, like our department group chat and then our like the company group chat. And nobody has put anything in either of the group chats. And I'm just waiting to see if it's a work from home tomorrow day completely, or I have to go in at noon and work 4.5 hours, which really is kind of weird because, oh no, because that's 4 hours. They're paying us for 4 hours and then we'll come in and work for 4 hours. So if we're supposed to be there at noon, we get paid for the time we're there. I guess the PTO makes it so that if we work till 4:30, um, we just get not a half an hour of overtime, but just a half an hour over. So just crazy, crazy, crazy. So let's see. Actually, when I started doing the double crochets, I mean, this started working up. Kind of looks like a little hat. So anyway, in a way, it looks like a hat. Not a hat I would wear, but I know. Stick your nose up out of the. Feel like I should have a blanket over him. You'd probably like that, wouldn't you? Excuse me. So let's see. That's 74. Then we have double crochet. Then we go back to single crochets, and then we switch to white. I will, once I send this off to who this is for, has ordered this, I will have them send me pictures of it hanging in their kitchen at least, if they want. So my oldest daughter, she said she went to work yesterday and they have their work is in like a strip mall. And I'm just gonna call it's like a plaza, like a strip mall. But they all the businesses share like a set of bathrooms. They have property management on site and basically the property managers are there or has someone there from the minute they open to the minute they all the businesses close. And they got there yesterday and the property management had decided they weren't sending their employees in, and all the other businesses in the plaza were closed. So the bathrooms were closed, and they don't have keys to the bathrooms. They have basically the property manager does. So I guess the little girl that has to call the regional person and ask them, you know, can they leave? Um, was talking about snows, this, that, and the other, and my daughter's like, "Shh, focus. You need to tell them there's no bathrooms." Um, and, she's like, "Well, the snow," she said, "You need to tell them there's no bathrooms." She said, "Well, I doubt any of our clients would wanna use the bathrooms." She says, "It's not it." She says, "It's regulated that an employer there has to be bathrooms available." And, the little girl didn't know that, and so I was like, "No, I mean, I've worked at Walmart, and we've had a water pipe busted, and literally, um, like, if they don't have it back, like, water back in the building under it's a certain time. I don't know what Walmart standards is. I don't even know what OSHA standards are. But, technically, like, they had to I remember they had to close down the deli and the bakery. Nobody could, because they couldn't wash or, people have to wash their hands and things like that all the time. So they had to close those areas down. And, I don't remember if I was there late enough where, like, it was like, "Well, you can just go home." But I know they have sent people closed it down. Now the super centers were different. I think they may have closed to the public for them to come in, but they let the people stay in and leave. But, you know, it's just crazy. He is coming right along. He is. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more rows of double crochets, then it's a half double crochet and 59 single crochets, and then we start back with the single crochets again. So, I really just hope it turns out really well, and then, like I said, like, I can get some pictures to what? Get some pictures to post. And I do have to send a box to Peepop here soon of a couple hats and stuff. So I need to hopefully get some pictures of those. Biscuit has now decided he doesn't want to. He's gonna drink a whole bowl of water. That's what he's doing. That's what Biscuit done. But so yeah, yes. I mean, why not? So later tonight, I'm gonna have Papa help me hook my computer up just in case it is a full day work from home. But somebody was like, "Are you gonna work from home? Are you gonna start working from home at 8 o'clock?" And I was like, "Well, they said they were paying us from 8 to 12, so I don't know." I mean, I don't know how that works. If our immediate boss lets us work all day from home, does that mean we have to start working at 8? I have no idea. No idea. I've already got it in my mind what I'm doing tomorrow, no matter whether I go into work or I work from home. I have got to get things done. Got to get things done. So, and I didn't. Hold on. There we are. I could ruler it out if I had something long enough. You would think I would have a ruler. You think I'd have a ruler. I do have this. more of an angle, so I have to follow the angle. So we got to go back 2 stitches. Two stitches. I can't believe I just messed this up. It's what I get for yappity yapping. For yappity yapping. It's okay. I think that if I went up and up, it should be straight up is what I should do. Straight up. And there should be 15 stitches. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to end up moving this like 15 times. What I need to do is this. There we go. This is going to be sorry, but I'm literally okay. I'm going to be fine with that. It's 1 stitch either way, and I will be fine. It's not that big of a deal. Because that'll line up, that lines up that hole. So if I take this and go right up, so we probably should go over at least. I'm gonna let it go. You don't want to go in, but they have a new hire, so I gotta do the onboarding. Yes, I would rather stay home and crochet. I cannot believe I just effed this up. I'm just gonna put it right here. Hopefully it will work out. Makes me want to just go all the way back down. Hold on. Actually, I'll be able to do this a lot easier. Okay. So there's my half double. There's my half double. Okay, we can go one more over. I'd rather stay home and just crochet too. Because like yesterday, when I got off stream, like Papa and I had lunch, and then I we have a ventless dryer. So I need to like clean it out. By ventless, it means it does not go into the wall. It does not put dust into the wall. It Nothing will spark inside your wall and catch fire if you don't clean your lint out. Nothing like that. So I cleaned it out once a month. Well, I didn't clean it out last month because it was Christmas, and I don't know why I didn't clean it out at the beginning of this month. I have no idea. I probably thought, oh, halfway through December, I remembered I hadn't cleaned it out. And I normally put it on my calendar, clean dryer. But anyway, so this month I didn't clean it out. So it's been drying a little slow. So yesterday when I did my clothes, I threw a small hand towel that was dry in with the drying clothes, and they dried in the time limit. So I'm like, oh, cool, that does work. But let me tomorrow I have to clean it out. We had lunch, then we had dinner, and I cleaned all the blueberries and the strawberries and everything that we got from the store, and I put them in a container for Papa because he likes to eat like fruit with his like yogurt, or sometimes he just likes to eat the fruit. So anyway, so that's what I did. And then I come in, watched a streamer stream last night, and worked on this possum. And then Biscuit said, "Hey, it's time to go to bed." Snap, snap, chop, chop, woman. And voila. I didn't go to bed straight away, but I was in bed. And then I woke up at 5:30 this morning. Couldn't go back to sleep. Uh, As my doctor would say, it's just being a mom. As I would say, as an unprofessional medical person, I had an anxiety attack. Because if you've ever had an anxiety attack, you know how they feel, and it's not being a mom. It's not being a mom. So, so today I'm going to go as long as I can on Mr. Raccoon here. Mr. Possum. I think I might need to make a raccoon next. I think I just might need to find a pattern for a raccoon. I'm sure there's a free pattern out there somewhere. And um I'm sure there's a free pattern out there. You know what? For some odd reason, I'm really mad at myself because I just now noticed something. And I don't think I can fix it right now, but I'm going to try to, because you know what? My ADD is kicking in. Okay. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't even know why I'm doing it. Don't even know why I'm doing. My brain just I'm telling you, sometimes it's like, you know what? Let's try this. Nothing that's important. I don't need anything done. I told him we don't need him in here. Oh no, I think we fared very well for the storm, Panther. And welcoming Emma. How are you doing? 1, 2, 3. We did pretty well, I think. I'm really glad that we didn't lose the power. So it was nice. That is nice. I think I would have liked the winter wonderland. We didn't get the snow. We got more of like the ice pellets and things. We got the freezing rain. And then I think the low tomorrow is 19. So it's not going to go above freezing. So I'm just sort of kind of hoping for work from home. If I have to go in, I have to go in. Not a big deal. But if I don't have to go in until I say, the sad thing about it is if you look at the weather, like over the next week, a lot of days it's not going to get above freezing. So it's just a matter of how dry it gets, how everything works out with the melting of the ice and drying out. Oh, let's take a look. Did I put I've already had a bad moment with my stitch marker this morning. And if I would have done it again, I think I would have been mad at myself. Let's do this. Okay. This is Finn enjoying. Look, Finn's got a puffer jacket too. Finn's got a puffer jacket. It's a cute little puffer jacket. I know. Don't give me the side eye. Finn's got a puffer jacket. I will show you Biscuit. This was Biscuit going to the vet yesterday in his puffer jacket. That's my electric blanket behind him. I take an electric blanket to work with me, but I was so afraid that I was going to be cold. Quick, came home. Then I thought if the power went out, but my electric blanket was on, I could still hold the heat for a while. But oh yes, because you're down under. But Finn is adorable, Emma. Finn is adorable. Yeah, the girls got him a puffer jacket one year for Christmas. So when he gets to wear it, he gets to wear it when he goes to the vet and it's cold. We have bushfires. Yes. So you're in your summer. You're in your summer. So I feel like Biscuit boinked me in the nose last night because it's real sore right there on my nose. So used to be pretty big on him. Now it's getting a bit tight. Now, see, Biscuit, his harness is the other way around, Emma. Like, he used to fill his harness out, but when he went from 25 pounds to almost 16 pounds, it just hangs on him. So we've really got to get him a new harness because technically, if we were to go to the vet and he was to decide he wanted to be a Billy Bad Butt, which normally the minute we're there, they see us come in because he does better if he doesn't isn't surrounded by dogs, they usually put him in a room. But most of the time, I will say this, there's not been many times that we've been to the vet where they don't put every dog in a room, and I do like that. It's like they have enough rooms that there's not usually a dog because their lobby's not really big, and it's not very animal friendly of having, like it just needs a bigger lobby if you're gonna whatever, but they have, like, 8 rooms, I think. And I don't know when you would ever be using all 8 rooms at the same time, but so well, I personally think it's a good thing, I really do. Um, they have 4 vets. They have 4 vets on their board, 4 vets. Um, but, I l Biscuit, because when we found this vet and we went to them, and then we ended up going back to the emergency vet, and then we ended up going back to them, and it's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, to prevent spreading diseases, yes. Well, she was like, "He's due for his annual shots. I see that he got his heartworm because we do the heartworm shot, so it's all year round, so I don't have to remember pill because mommy has a hard time remembering her own pills, much less we have to have a pill every night or every once a month." And so, um, then she was like, "Well, the rabies shot is the only one that's required by law. How how often does Biscuit get out into a public setting where he's around another dog? Does he go to dog parks? Does he do this? Does he do that?" And we were like, "No, he never goes out the front door unless he's coming to see y'all." And she was like, "Well, I really don't want to add in all these other shots while we're still trying to figure out all the ins and outs of the Addisons because even though he's had Addisons for, I would say, what is it, 2026? I would say he's at least had it 4.5 years. We're just now doing what we should have been doing 4.5 years ago, and that's trying to figure everything out. But the last vet, the vet that just found that he had Addison's, put him on a whatever, and then said, "Oh, he's gaining too much weight. He's got to go on a diet." But they had him on a high dosage of prednisone and the Percortin that controls the Addisons. He was always going his Addison's dosage was always high. He was never his electrolytes were never gonna be out of balance. Never, because they the first dose they put him on is the dose they kept him on, and that's the way the endocrinologist explained it to us. They're supposed to put them on one to get them out of all the scary stuff where they could just be in a crisis and you lose them. So they give them that, and then they're supposed to wean them back and put them just like people, they're supposed to wean them back and find the dosage that works for them and adjust it down to what needs to work for him. So now that's what we're doing. We're adjusting to what he needs, whether he needs a little more, or whether he needs a little less, whatever. We're adjusting that. So we go in every 2 weeks for blood work now, and that's what we did yesterday was going for blood work. And the vets just wants to get him on something, but she's like, "I just don't see giving him all the other shots." Thank you for the check-in, Linda. I see don't giving him all the other shots if we don't need to introduce anything until we figure everything else out. And to me, it made me happy because I'm like, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm not. If he needs vaccines, he needs to get them. You know, do I want to over vaccinate him? No, I don't. Because we've done that and we've seen what it does. So no, I don't. Um Morning, Amy. So yes, we're just trying to figure Biscuit out and what works for him. But I feel like we're also responsible pet parents and know that he doesn't have all those other shots that some dogs get, like the Bordetella and just the other ones that they have. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We won't get the results back until Monday. Um, but Linda, I think he's normal. He's a normal biscuit. I mean, if there's such thing as a normal biscuit. We'll know if his blood works normal on Monday. But he is a normal biscuit today and yesterday. And when he had to go out this morning, Linda, he was not very happy. But so we're smart enough not get him around other dogs because that's not fair to people who do vaccinate with the Bordetella and things like that. If you're going to take if you're going to take your kids to the dog park and things like that, then they need to be vaccinated so that they don't give something to another dog. It's just like a kid, and and don't come at me, but I think it's just like a kid. If you I think we over vaccinate our children's nowadays, but I also don't know what all goes into that. Because I remember taking my kids and they would get like maybe 10, 12 shots and that was it. Now it seems like every time Peepop goes to the doctor, she's getting a shot. And I'm like, what are they doing? I don't know if they're breaking the doses up and they're giving them more doses. I don't know. I don't go to the appointments. I probably shouldn't even talk on it. I have no idea. I'm just a Gigi and I live in my Gigi world and that's where I live. And that's where I should stay, in my Gigi world. And probably keep my opinions to myself. But anyway, I just think that you should be responsible and keep your pets safe so that they don't give or get something from another dog or cat. I get Penny that shot to protect her because there's so many other people's dogs around here. And I don't, well, no, and I don't blame you. I mean, but literally, she was like, how often does Biscuit come into contact with other dogs? Never. Never. Linda, he goes out in the backyard and he never goes in the front yard. And even when we go to the vet, he stays outside of the vet until they get him a room and then we go straight into the room. He never gets around another dog. But it's sad because, some people don't take care of their babies. And they are our babies. They really are. They depend on us. We're their whole world. We're their whole world. Yep. Our grand fur babies can't even come over because of Biscuit. And his antisocial behavior. Though we do have a granddaughter, and her name is Honey. And every time she sees Papa, I don't know what I've got. Morning, Bubbles and Honey. I got like hiccups, burps. I don't know what it is. But every time Honey sees Papa, she pees on him. She's like, "Oh, there's the guy. Let me pee on him." That's when he goes to her house. So, yes. Honey is I guess I don't know what she's a mix of, but I know she's got pit bull in her, and sweetest thing in the whole wide world. Scared, scared. Um, she doesn't act that way, but she's when the barometric pressure stops lowers and she knows it's gonna storm, she goes and hides. She's like, "Bye, I'm gonna find the most compact place and screw myself into it." And now when somebody comes up and grabs her and picks her up because she knows that and put her down, and then she runs back over to me and wants me to Hey, Penny's probably like, stranger danger, mom, stranger danger." Oh. Biscuit likes to jump. Like, when people come to the house and I don't like it because he doesn't see a lot of people, and it's just horrible. She just knows that they'll put her down where she can run back. That is the one thing I do hate when we take him to the vet, because when he looks back, like, he looks at us like, "Are you letting them take me away? What do you mean you're letting them take me away?" I've covered him completely up, so he will be, calm as calm can be, hopefully. He will sleep the majority of this possum that I have called a raccoon umpteen million times. Oh, you know what? Nope. Let me lay it like that. Hold on, I'm gonna figure this out. Okay, there's the tail. We flatten it. That's what I should have done when I lost my place marker. This is what I get for being too whatever about this. Does that look even? I can't remember. The tail looks even. That's all that matters, as long as the tail looks even. Okay. I think we're fine. I l I got to yapping, Linda, and I forgot to put my stitch marker back in, so I've been having a minor meltdown on how where it went back. So, I don't think it's gonna be off too bad. I just don't want the face to be off. And I literally thought about going all the way back, but I didn't wanna rip it all the way out. But see, that looks like that's in the middle. Maybe I should go over. We're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going. I know, and I was just yapping, got halfway around and didn't remember how many stitches I put in, and I was like, "God." And I literally did wanna rip it all out, all the way back to the back part of it. But we will be fine. We will be fine. think we'll do it there. So, the most important person there ever was, and her name is Penny. Biscuit went out this morning and he made sure that both of us went out with him. He was like, if I'm going out, you both are going out. So, and you know what I didn't do today, Panther? I didn't pin the pattern. I think I'm going to move the pin back to here. I think I'm going to move the pin back to here. And then I'm going to look at it one more time, lay it out flat, and see if the pin looks decent. Okay. So the tail is flat. There, it's coming down just like that. The little bag stuffer part is in the middle. I think I finally found the edge. You Googled it a few minutes ago, and it's very cute. This is the free pattern. So, do you have a Ravelry account? I know Linda does, because Linda and I are friends on Ravelry. If not, this is the lady. It's a free pattern. This is her free pattern. If anything, I'll figure out if Papa can probably put it in my patterns. Maybe he could put it in my patterns. And then people could just get it out of there. It's a free pattern. The reason why I'm making this one is because the person that was like, "Hey, could you make this?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." If you link it in chat, I can pin it. Well, I can do that too if I could link it in chat. Hold on. I have so much to do today, like administrative wise in my house. So let's see. Library. I do not know why I have some of these patterns. Okay, those are the ones I bought. Doodah. Those are the ones that I bought. This is the ones that were free. So where are you at? No, you're in here. Possum. Oh, possum. Okay. What did I add it to? Single patterns. Quit coughing at me. That's what I say too. Okay. So anyway, hold on. I'll just do this. I know it's in there because Crafty got it yesterday out of my projects or something. He got it out of something because he linked it. He was like, "Oh, because I said it's on my Ravelry. And he was like, "Oh, okay." So he went into my Ravelry and he let me see. How do you spell this thing? I spelled it wrong, boy. Let me tell you. This is it. Okay. Takes us straight to it. There you go. I don't know if you have Ravelry, but if you do, and if you don't, it's free. And I just use it as another way to find patterns. And an ad break is starting soon. And there are plenty of free patterns out there. There are. I did go on Etsy because I wasn't for sure if the girl that made this, if she was selling the pattern. And the next video, she was like, everybody wants to know where they can buy my pattern. She says it's not my pattern. And she showed who it was where she got the pattern off of Ravelry. Okay, let's do this. I have to do something right now because I think okay. So this one is 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. So we are on row 74. So this next one that we're doing, we're going to be doing a half double crochet, and then we're going to be doing single crochets. We're going to start on the single crochets. Then we're going to start mixing in white and gray, going back and forth, back and forth. And this will be, I tell you, I just have every now and then I have those people that just pull me out. Would I've ever thought to make one like, oh, somebody says, hey, I'm like, yeah. And this was actually easy because I didn't have to go out and buy any more yarn. It was like, we went through my yarn wall and I said, you pick out the pink you want. And because they were like, I want a pink tail. I don't want a beige tail. I want a pink tail. And I was like, done. Which pink do you want? And then they wanted, because in the Instagram reel, she showed 3 Michaels yarns, the Impeccable and Loops and Threads, and she showed 3 colors. So I was like, pick out your gray, pick out your pink, and pick out your white, and we will do it. We will do it. And I honestly thought, this is what I'm going to do this weekend with the impending weather. Might as well just get a nice cozy project and Do it. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I did not hear of they were talking about power outages, but like I said, my daughter said they had a power outage because a tree fell and hit their carport. So, if y'all I'm telling you what, if y'all ever think that this dog is anything but spoiled, I would have to look you in the eyes because you are sadly mistaken. This dog is put on a pedestal. Didn't want a normal dog bed. Found one of my laundry baskets that I had blankets in and decided to make that his dog bed. So then we thought, oh, we'll put one downstairs. I think Papa has one in his room. I have one in this room. We have one downstairs. We might have two downstairs. No, we have one downstairs. One downstairs in the kitchen, in the dining room area, because that's where he sits after he gets done eating and we eat. Yeah, his brother liked him also. But I mean, they're just he's like, I don't want a dog bed. I don't want to be on the floor. I want to be high up in a basket. And he's actually this is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Hold on. Sorry. Anyway, it's around 75. So now we're going back. This is the whole body. This is what's going to hold the bags. This whole body part right here. So now we're going to start doing single crochets again. And then we're going to be switching from white to gray, white to gray, white to gray, white to gray. So okay. 1, 2, 3. And they're really cheap dog beds too, because I already have blankets. Because Papa will tell you I'm a blanket queen. And I do wash the blankets occasionally. I can't let him get his stinky stuff all over it and it not be clean. We had to make 2 hitches at it. She was cold enough. Oh, Biscuit did when we took Biscuit out earlier, he looked back to make sure both of us were going outside. He's like, if I'm having to go outside in this crap, both of you are coming with me. Because I told Papa, I said, because last night we took him out, and then when he came back in, we always go, hey, wipe your feet off. No, y'all think we're crazy. But the dog wipes his feet off. He has this little thing, like it's blankets, and he goes over and he wipes his feet off. And I mean, does he get them all wiped off? No. But it's mainly to get any kind of moisture back off of his feet. Well, then he tried to jump up on the couch, and where he was trying to jump up on the couch, there he wasn't on the rug that's in front of the couch, the area rug that's in front of the couch. So he slid a little. So I told Papa not to follow me out today. I said, no, I'll take him out. I said, but when he comes back in, wrangle him and make him wipe his feet off. Because he didn't listen to Papa last night when he came in and Papa said, hey, wipe your feet off. And normally he does. He's really good about it. I know, and people go, "Your dog doesn't know what you're doing." Yeah, he does. He knows he has to wipe his feet off. I think Biscuit does understand certain words. Like, he knows what FOOD is. He knows what OUT is. He knows wipe your feet. And, anything that has to do with eating or drinking, the words associated with that. Yes. If we tell him one of the girls is coming over and we say their name, he's like, he automatically thinks that, um, he's like, "Oh," and he'll stand and he'll wait. And the the treat word is a medicine he has to take. He's like, "What? What?" "Yes, Biscuit. Get mad. Get mad and get glad." Okay. Okay. Now I know who I'm gonna if we get that far, now I know what I'm gonna do today. So, we're gonna single crochet all the way around now. So now I put her on the footstool and I blot them. Even if I sit down, she curls up next. Oh, that is so cute. I wish Biscuit was more social with, because like KK has Walter and Dean, and Holly has Honey. Now Meatloaf, he's a cat. He would probably never come over. And then Jingle Shark has Darla and Finn. And Darla is just a little mutt dog. Um, she kind of looks like a little min pin, like a dachshund. She just looks like a beefed up dachshund, like a min. I don't know. I don't know what she is. She's just a little mutt. Um, Finn is a Frenchie. Walter and Dean are both dachshunds. Biscuit is a mutt. He's a he is a jack of all dogs. I don't know what he is. We don't know what he is. He's a chihuahua, smooth haired chihuahua. That's what the vet calls him. So, so I don't know. He's spoiled rotten is really what he is. He just yawned at me like, you are boring me with this spoiled rotten talk. Because if I was spoiled rotten, he would get his way with everything. Let's see. And I'm going to count these just to make sure I haven't got one too many little stitches and gamer girl. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in from YouTube. and we have 60. So now we have to do our decreases. So I'm going to put my pen above the decrease that I'm working on. So 1 singular sensation, every move that she makes 2. Don't know why, but it was the song that hit my head. 2 and 3. So 1, 2, 3. Stitch marker back in. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the next 3 rows are going to be nothing but we're decreasing down to get closer to making, I'm assuming, the head. I hope I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I did. I was like, I hope I did that right. So I'm just making a decrease and I'm not doing an invisible decrease on this because it's not like it's an amigurumi. It's just a regular I don't even think I do invisible decreases on my blankets. I just do a regular decrease. I think it matters most when you're trying to the amigurumi to keep it really tight. Mm, 8. And hopefully when we get to the end. Morning, Fairy Dust. How are you doing? Welcome in. Glad to see that you made it through the night with all them. I heard y'all got a lot of snow comparatively to us. So we just have rain right now. And I will say that the company that I now work for, um, their home office was supposed to just get sleet and freezing rain. And I was watching the Weather Channel last night, and the guy that was doing the weather, there was snow behind him. So I was like, well, I guess they got more than we got. And they did get more than we got. And 8. I'm okay. Only about 4 inches of snow, but it sleeted all night. Currently freezing rain. Gonna turn back to snow later. All week the low is supposed to be yeah. Ooh, that's way cold. Ours at least I don't think ours well, at the beginning of the week, last week, it said it was going to be there was actually gonna be a day when it was 1 degree, and I think it was Friday, but never negative. Never negative. So, it's moved up, and Friday, it's 14 degrees. We're not gonna get in the negative, so I'm really kinda happy about that. You had a possum family in your shed a couple years ago. Luckily, my hubby found them, not me. He opened the door at night and saw eyes. Ooh, yeah. They're just afraid of us as we are of them, and I don't think that we're really afraid of them. But when they make those hissy sounds, they sound evil. So, it's like they sound mean. Are they mean? Are they mean, or do they just sound mean? They're not the cutest little creatures in the world, and, I mean, we should not hold their looks against them. Have you ever been bit by a possum? And if you have, what were you doing to the possum to make it bite you? Because I mean, I'm not being whatever. I'm just I can see Papa poking the bear. He left it open and they left, so we put fencing along the bottom where they got in. When we got our shed here, I wanted we wanted to have it fenced in like so it was in the yard, but the way the yard was, it's weird where the pad was for the shed. So we didn't. And Papa's like, well, something's gonna might get under but I was like, we could have probably fenced it underneath it so that they want nothing would have got in it for. We had a one stuck in our kiddie pool in Ohio when I was a kid. Oh, okay, well. Okay, what did we have in our pool in Florida that your mother tried to drown? Because right there alone, that tells me your mother was involved, and I know how she feels about things like that. Your mother and possums do not get along, and you no, it did not die in the pool. We got it out. Because I was like, "You cannot kill that thing. Get it out of the pool." Thank you for the subscription, uh, Crochet Girl 123 from YouTube. No, she kept using the pool thingy, the skimmer, whatever that thing is that takes the leaves out. I bet you we could call your mom and she'd say, "Yes, I tried to drown it." I know your mom. I know your mom. No, your mom's not an animal killer, but I don't think she likes possums. Your mom is a just so everybody knows, his mom is not an animal killer. His mom is actually a hoot. Best mom-in-law a girl could have. I'm just telling you right now, she is a hoot. She will do anything. She believes she can do anything. Where does she draw the line, Papa? She draws the line at putting primer on a car to paint it. Do y'all use the term grinning like a possum? I've heard it before, but I've never used it. My mother-in-law will dig a ditch. You give her wood and she'll tell you she's going to build an addition to my porch, but she will not primer the car to paint a little patch on it. She draws the line at that. That's her line. But she's a hoot. I'm telling you. She would. Oh, you can do that. That's what she'll tell you. We can do that. We can do that. You don't need to call anybody. We can do that. So, and I think I know she had 8 brothers and sisters, and you wouldn't trust her to do any of it. No, I know you wouldn't. Um, I don't know how many were boys and how many were girls though in those 8 out of 9, but I'm gonna tell you what. Okay, so actually then I know which were the 2 boys. I thought there were more boys than that, but that's fine. Fun fact, young possums are called Joey and Oh, a passel. Your dad's side had more boys, didn't it? Your dad's side had more boys. They had 6. Your mom had 9. They had 6 in their family. But there was your dad and his twin brother. And I feel like you have another uncle over there, something. All I know is I went to the we went to a county fair. We took the kids to a county fair when we first moved here because we're like, "Oh, let's take them to a fair." And we went back home to where he used to live. And I'm gonna tell you, we could not walk. It'd be like, "Do, do, 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 do." We ran into somebody that was family. "Do, do, 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 do." We ran into somebody that was family. I'm like, good God, are you related to everyone? So both of his grandpas were big farmers. So hence the free labor with all the kids. Okay. This is the last row of decreases, and we're gonna start switching to our white. Biscuit, stop that. Oh, no, it's okay, Linda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Now we're going to do a decrease here. Or 5. Thank you, gamer girl. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to keep the stitches tight as the decreases go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's my decrease. Normally, if I'm really confused, I can look on the back side and see where my decrease is at. Welcome back, Linda. Don't know why I do that, but thank you, Linda. Thank you for the biddies. Five, 6. I have done something wrong. So we're going to have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 41, 42. I just didn't put a single crochet in between, so we're just going to do a decrease, and then because I'm not going to go, I don't want to rip it all back out that one row. And as long as we have 42 stitches, we should be fine. We should be fine. Should I have been that way? I just don't want to. Okay, so now we're pulling our antique yarn out. And yes, I am going to attempt to pull from the center. Do I know if it's going to work? No, I don't. I don't. You're reading about, yes, it's not going to have, it's, Linda, we only have, the only great thing about this is Crafty's not here to see this so that I don't give him anxiety. That's all I got to say. And this is an off-white. This is not white. So last night when he was caking all of his yarn, I was doing the possum part and I was like, oh, I just want to get out my yarn winder and just cake my yarn up. Like I just want to go one peg at a time and just cake it all up. Oh, well, you have a nice day, gamer girl. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you. Okay. So I got to do this the right way. It says we're not detaching the white, and you do not detach the colors because we're going to be switching back and forth from white and gray quite frequently. So it says do not. So I'm going to put the gray back. Let's see. I might go over both of them. Hold on. Okay, so I am going to tie it down. One. I might carry over just because. I might. We'll see. We'll see how this works. Unicorn has the electric one. I feel like if I had an electric one, um, I would probably cake more yarn. Since I'm gonna have to cake more yarn anyway, it doesn't really matter. I'm still gonna have because I've got that thing for Christmas that holds these little yarn cakes. So I'm gonna have to anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. I don't mind winding either. I would probably become very lazy with whatever, but, that's just because I know me. Um, I like winding. Now KK loves winding. She loves winding. You give her a winder and she will wind all day long. She just loves it. She says it's therapeutic. We'll see how well this works because I don't know if the carrying under is going to work. This is gonna be on the back end. Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, this is I just got all excited over something that's so silly. So silly. Maybe only another crocheter would be excited about it like me, but I'm hoping. We'll see. I might become unecstatic here in a minute. If that's such a word. Is it such a word? I don't think it is. I can't even count today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I don't know. I might have to count again. 21, 22, and 23. We'll do that. We'll just see if there's 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we're going to pull this back out because we got to switch to the gray. And down, around, and gray. So then we're going to move. So 23 single chains in the white. Then we're going to single chain to the gray, and we're going to single crochet 9 gray, and then we're going to go back to the white. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on, everybody. Okay, that was P-Pop's mom. They're out of power, so 7. And I thought she was calling to tell me that they got power back, but one of their friends has power, so they're trying to figure out they're gonna go over there, but they have dogs, so they can't leave the dogs at the house by themselves. So, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Um, I don't know. She didn't know I was streaming because, of course, they're conserving everything. Because she wanted to know how bad it was here, and I told her, we don't have it as bad as her. So, okay. So we did 9, and then we're gonna switch back to white. Did I do that right? Okay, I've lost it. Because that's not 23 plus 9 is what? 32. Switching to white. I'm reading this to y'all. Switching to white, single crochet 23. What does the little oh, do not fast, not gray. Then single crochet switching to gray. So that's okay, 23. So we got to go one more. Make it 10. This is 9. And then 10. So that takes it to 33. And then we're going to do it this way. 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm going to count this and I'm going to make sure this is 42. I just didn't understand what she was doing. But now I think I've got it. So when she says to switch the color, that's 1, and then she tells you to single crochet an additional 9 or an additional 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Okay. Now that I've got that down, and now I know what I'm reading. Whew. Focus, Bray. Okay. So we're on round 80. I feel like I should, okay. So 1, 2, 3. Put my clip back in. 1, 2, 3. I feel like, oh, I don't know. I'm having a mom moment. I mean, there's nothing I can do. Unfortunately, I can't fix it, which drives me crazy. Because the thing of it is if they go over to their friend's house that has the power, they're not, and they don't take the dogs with them. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that person has dogs or not. And Finn's very, he has anxiety. Like Darla is his emotional support friend. So they can't leave the dogs at their house. Well, and then, I mean, even if they left them, and I'm just saying, even if they left them, they'd still have to come back and feed them. I mean, I don't know how long they go without power. I don't know how long they've been without power. And the thing of it is the person that has power is just right down the road. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I wouldn't be calling the electric company and going, hey, I mean, you don't want to make the electric company mad, but I'd be like, I have a small child that relies on electricity to eat. I don't know. I don't know. That's the part I don't know. And if it's just their house, yeah. I don't know. I mean, where did my thing go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. Maybe somebody will call her and ask her that because I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, because if it's only their house, did they call the electric company or do they just think it's everybody in their neighborhood? Okay. When my power goes out, I call just to make sure they know. Probably can you call her or something and find out if they've reported it online or something? Okay. Five. She contacted them at 5 a.m. They started working on the power at 7 a.m. They're 1 hour behind us. So it's 10 a.m. there. So she's been without power for 5 hours. Okay. Okay. Hi, friends. Hi, Verity. How are you doing? How are you doing? She said, according to the map, a decent amount of people are without power. Okay. Right now, I'm worrying about my daughter and my granddaughter and my son-in-law because they're without power. But we're doing good with the with the possum here. Um, she's got to do whatever's right for her. Okay, let's see if I have 36. I have 36. Okay, that was that one. So now we're on this one. So we're going to sing a be right back. Gonna make some tea. But when I get back, I'm going to ask a bunch of questions about what you're doing. Okay, that is perfectly fine, Verity. That is perfectly fine. I've just got to keep my yarns from twisting. Okay. So now we're on round. I love this little thing because actually I can tell what round I'm on without having we are on 81. I love it. This is not the easiest thing I've ever done, but to keep up with rows without having a row counter, it is very easy. Four. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got to make 23 here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9. I hate when that happens. 9, 10, 11. And this white yarn is real. This off-white yarn is really, I will say, very stiff, which is good. I like that it's stiff because this means this will hold up in all of this will hold up. This is your grandma's yarn. Maybe not the gray, but the white is. The white is your grandma's yarn. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, 19, can't even do, my brain is whacked now. 19, 20, 21, 22. I'm counting that again just because. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. $23. Switching to light gray, single crochet 5. I don't know how we're that these numbers still don't make sense. I mean, I understand her pattern, but still not. Because 23, 5, and 6, that's 11. No, it's not. She's still writing weirdo. So we do this. Then we single crochet 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. And then we single crochet white, and then we should do, after this, we should have 6 chains left to do, 6 single crochets to do. So five, 6, and there we go. Okay. Okay, so we're on round 82, so we're going down 3 stitches now. Then the next 2 rows will be 30, and we're gonna go down to 30. Then we're going, this will be done with page 1. Yay! We'll be done with page 1. So I'm gonna read this. So 22, 4, 4, decrease. Okay. Will I ever make another possum ever again? Probably. This possum ain't gonna get me down. This possum is not gonna get me down. This is really actually a very easy, simple pattern to follow. Once I read it and my mind comprehends what we're doing, I'm good. Sometimes I just got to get around that little brain. And 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a little bit of seeing the little bit of the gray yarn and the white isn't going to be that big of it. Well, you really can't see it on that side. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. But it's going to look fine because it's an animal. It's an animal. It's an animal. I just know that I've got to go almost all the way to the end of the white. So before we switch to the gray, because we're only doing 22 stitches and not 23 stitches. So I will get close to in the white, and then when I'm one stitch down, I will count it to make sure. Because we will do a decrease with the gray, and then we will move on. So only 2 decreases. I think 2 decreases, yes, in this row, because all we have to do is take it down 3 stitches. So there's 3 decreases. Brain's not working today. Brain's not working. But my computer says light rain, snow. I don't think the computer knows what's going on in the world. I don't think they know what's going on in the world. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. I'm going to single crochet here. And then we're going to single crochet 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Decrease. And switching to white. Oh, Lordy day. I knew this was going to end up this way. This is probably why I didn't think, but I should have caked this. I should have caked it. When we quit flipping back and forth, I'll be fine. I will be fine. Okay. So we're back to white. So the white needs to be on this side. White needs to be on this side. Okay. So we're switching back to white. And so we decrease switching to white. And we're going to single crochet 3. Wait. So, yes. Okay. So we're supposed to be on white. My brain, I feel like 1, 1, 2, 3. Then we're okay, we're decreasing to white. Now we did a decrease. Okay, decrease. We did that. switching to light gray, single crochet. We did that. 3. Okay. Okay. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. No. So 1, 2, 3, decrease. 1, 2, 3, decrease. Okay. I've never s I am so sorry that my brain is not functioning with this, but I'm like, it has to stay white all the way across. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's a very well-written pattern, it's just I don't think my mind is letting me read it right. For some odd reason, there's a little part in my brain that's going, "No, no, that can't make sense." Yes, yes, it can. Yes, yes, it can. So, okay. So, we might get down to this, getting the first page done, and yeah. No, we're not. We're going to continue. You're not letting this monkey get a hold of you. 1, 2, 3. Feel like, got George Michael in the back of my head. I have a monkey on my back. Okay, so we're gonna go all the way to the end of this, and we should go one or 2 over. So when we get to the end of the white, I'm gonna count, and then I will know exactly how many how many we are going. How many we're gonna see, I didn't pull it really tight there, so but you really can't see it on the front. Maybe a little bit, but not a lot. I don't do a lot of projects where I carry the yarn over. I've only done one major one, and I didn't like the way it turned out. And I didn't like the way it turned out. The girl that I made it for, she loved it. I was like, no, no. This is where I wish I lived closer to my kids, all of them. Even though I'm not too far from 2 of them, it's just being far away from the P-pop. 2, 23, 24, 23, and 24. 1, 1, and 2. And then we're going to do 6 white. Hopefully. Hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So now we are on row. Okay. Okay. So we're on row 84. And I do not know. Oh, we're going to fasten off the gray here. This will be the last row that I'm going back and forth with. Then we're going to fasten off the gray and we'll be on 85 and it's just going to be white after that. So that might make this a little easier. For not necessarily for me, but for me. I'm really upset about that. That's really going to bother me. It's going to be on the inside. We're not going to see it. It doesn't matter. That's what I have to tell myself. It's going to be on the inside. We're actually closing this up a little bit so the bags don't fall out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I bet you I could get 2 possums out of this. Yeah, I probably could get 2 possums, maybe even 3 out of this white skein of yarn. Off-white. It'll depend. The last I'm gonna go with 2 because we do have a little bit to make with the face, so it's not gonna be just the splotchies in the coat. I think it's okay. Do you think it's okay to have a little bit of gray showing through? I mean, am I just overthinking this? Am I overthinking it? I'm probably overthinking. It's fine. This is on the back end. This is on the back end. This is the part that will be facing towards the outside because this is where the eyes will be. The eyes will be on this side. So, I mean, it'll be fine. It's just me. I'm having a moment. course, again, I didn't put my stitch marker in, but this should be easy to figure out. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. True, I guess if I'm not doing that, we'll be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, and 23. I should make one of these for your mom. I think she'd get a hoot. She'd get a kick out of it. Your mom would get a kick out of it. She might try to drown. I think she'd get a kick out of it. I'm gonna have to count again because that should be 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Maybe this year should be the year of the quirky crap I make. Just be like, if it's quirky, let's make it. So, no, we're still. Then we're this 23. Then we're going to decrease and switch to gray. Single crochet, and then we're going to go 1 and decrease here, switching back to white. Single crochet, decrease, 2 single crochets. So single crochet, decrease, and then 2 single crochets. Okay, and so then we fasten off the gray. And we're done with page 1. Took us 2 days, but done with page 1. So now I am just going to, we should have 30. So I'm just going to carry this around and crochet over it to lock it in. 2, 3. We're going to go back and put our stitch marker in. 1, 2, 3. take the gray out of the white so that I'm only working with the white. And when we get to the end, we will count and make sure there's only 30 because we're going to start a bunch of decreases after this to make the jaw and the opening for yeah, and then we're going to be switching the pink. Goodness gracious, I thought I was getting out of this. Switching back and forth. Not. What are you stretching for, bud? What are you stretching for? Okay. I'm going to sew it back the other way underneath. Buddy, what are you doing? Biscuit doesn't mind the snow, but he's more of he'll go out into the snow, but like last year when we had snow, Papa put down a tarp right outside the door. So he had grass to walk on. He doesn't like it, but he will go out in it. But I think it does, it's really cold on his paws. So, but I mean, I don't, our other dog, his brother, would run through it like it was a nut. He was a nut. Biscuit's more of a, yeah, he's more of a nope. So Papa like laid the tarp down last year. And then we didn't lay the tarp down this year because it didn't even look like it. What do you want Daddy to come get you? What? So yeah, he's more I would say he's more of a nope, not wanting to do it. Is Finn more of a prance around in it or is he a nope? Okay. 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 You don't want nobody to come get you. You want to be up. Yeah, okay. You growl. You are the king right now. He's a prance around and zoomies in it. I did, but then he's like, "Hey, no, no." He's a prince and zoomies in it. Yeah. Biscuit's brother was a zoomier. He was a zoomier. But yeah, Biscuit's not a he's a little prima donna if you want to know the truth. Nothing bad about it. He's just he doesn't like to get his feet wet. I mean, we fight him to even go out and do you have a link to this pattern? Yes, I do. Is it not? Did I Did I link this at the top of my chat or did I mess it up?
If you didn't for him, you always said for all 20 minutes.
Okay. That's okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. I have Goth Crafter. I have pinned it to the top of my stream, but we will do this. So that nope, 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 nope. I thought I had I guess I had just pinned it for 20 minutes. Thank you for the follow, Goth Crafter. Thank you, thank you. I thought I had pinned it for infinite, but obviously I pinned it for just 20 minutes. I wasn't paying attention because that's me. Sometimes I think I'm so smart and got this pin stuff down and then bam. Okay, so we made it to 30. So now we are going to do a couple more rows of decreases and then we're going to put the pink that we used on the tail back into the now the tail can be done in pink or beige. The person that I'm doing this for, they wanted a pink tail, so that's what they're getting as a pink tail. 1, 2, and 3. So, let's see. Now Pisket has decided he doesn't want to go outside. He would rather sit up here on his lofty perch. And I'm sorry, I'm counting. And then he's going to go to sleep on me. Which will make me push my back. And I don't know if it hurts him more or hurts me. But I'm like, really, like, I feel like I got to keep him up. We got nothing, Mama Freeze. We got nothing. If we did not have the ice pellets out back on our patio furniture, you would not even know. You would think it just rained. So I'm also probably shouldn't, but I'm also going to assume that no one else in our department got snow because the girl that has kids hasn't posted any pictures of snow pictures of her kids having fun. Nobody else has posted any pictures. And like last year when we got snow, everybody was posting pictures. Like, this is how bad it is here. This is how bad it is here. And so I think everybody's staying silent, and that's the way we're all going to be. And then hopefully because of the ice, we'll just get to work from home tomorrow. That's what we're hoping. It's been a heavy snow since 2 a.m. and lasting till 9 p.m. So far, 2 inches. 10 inches. I saw the 2 a.m. Listen. Hi. Hi. How are you doing? Cow, the celestial cow. How are you doing? I can't read today. I cannot read today. I can't read my pattern. I can't read my chat. I do not know what is wrong with me. Okay, so that should have taken us down to 28 on this possum. And I do have to remember it is going to be stuffed. So with plastic bags. So it will have a shape to it. I don't have to worry about that. So we are going to decrease this next row. So 1, 2, 3, and we are going, yes, a possum. 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put I've made one mistake only with not putting my stitch marker in, and it really bothered me for about 20 more rows, but I finally figured it out. So it's back where it needs to be. I didn't want to rip everything out, but I almost did. So this is what we're aiming for. This little bad boy right here. This is what we're going to be aiming for. So the feet are going to be sticking out. Well, no, because this is how it's going to hang. Well, she can hang it however she wants to. It'll be her possum. It's her possum. So we need to do it's going to be cute. So it is a bag holder, a plastic bag holder. So we're aiming to please. We're hoping that this will be exactly what they've imagined. I was just happy that the girl that did the Instagram reel, when everybody kept asking her for the pattern, she was like, "Oh, here it is. It's on Ravelry. It's free." So I have a link to it up at the top. So if anybody wants to do it, it is a free pattern. Person that asked me to do this, of course, doesn't crochet. 1, 2. Don't. Did I just count 12? I know, Biscuit, you're on one. We are on 12. But yeah, we didn't get any snow, and I had already resided to the fact that the way that the storm had moved up, we were probably not going to get anything but the freezing rain and ice, and I'm fine with that. I just don't want to drive in it. I just don't want to drive in it. So we have this row, another row. Yes, and then we're going to put the pink back in it. And we'll be forming the upper jaw. And I think that when we form the bottom jaw, I don't know where that starts. What row that starts. Oh, on the back of page 4, that's where it starts. So what do you think, Biscuit? I told Papa I think I might make one of these for his mom. She's had some encounters with possums too, and they both involved a pool and a possum. Little possum fighting for his life. And my mother-in-law trying to save it. So single crochet, decrease, single crochet. Okay. Yeah. I thought, what am I doing? That's not going to work out right. but it is because my stitch marker is a little bit whatever. I'm trying to keep it tight because, I mean, it is gonna hold plastic bags, so we really don't want it to we really don't want them to fall out of the bottom of it. Okay, so there we go. Now we're going to decrease here. 1. Okay, and then this is 2. Put the stitch marker back in. I think the stitch marker is my kryptonite. It is the one thing that I will forget if I don't really literally think about it. I'll send pictures later today and show how far I've gotten so that I'm hoping I'll have it done by this week and mailed out. That's what I want to do. I want to have it mailed out. Biscuit, honey, just lay behind me. Okay. Trying to stay in frame. I haven't been as religious as I should be about staying in frame, or as consistent, however you want to say it. Buddy, I can't let you sit on my lap. You're going to have to sit behind me. Okay, we are almost to the end of this row. And I've got to get the pink. At least I didn't put the pink all the way back up. Okay. So a decrease and then a single crochet. Decrease and single crochet. And I am going to count just because I want to make sure that we are on. Okay, did I do that right? Or do I feel like I didn't? Okay. Did I do the decrease? Okay. Okay. We got to get it down to 24. And I'm 1 stitch off. So, because I don't know where I Scooby-Dooed up, we're going to decrease a random stitch. Hopefully, it won't matter much. Okay, we have 24. So, single crochet 4, switch to pink. Pink is back. Pink is back. Back again. Let's wrap this around. There we go. And loop it in there so it's locked. So let's do this. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Stitch marker in. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do this, this, this. Pink might be a little harder to hide. We shall see. This is an old cream yarn from back in the 70s. And the wrapper does pretty much give it away that it is that old. So I might be working with some good stuff here. Where it's gonna be like, yeah, you're not seeing us. You're not seeing us through this. But we shall see. So we're gonna single crochet. Single crochet. Where's the okay. So chain 8. Chain 8. Yeah, it is a journey. I'm telling you right now. Or your journey. Your journey to make your tea. Eight. Chain 8. Skip 11 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then we're going to single crochet into this one. Okay. And then we're going to switch to white. Ooh. You know what? You know what? I'm going to stitch marker this. And I'm going to do something that the pattern's not calling for, but for me, it's going to work. Because if I have to switch, oh, wait. Fasten off white here, but after the next color change, you'll be switching back and forth. Okay. So, wants me to fasten off right here. Now, see me, I wouldn't fasten off, but we're going to. Okay. And feeling much like the mouse that was given a cookie. Oh, I'm back with the tea. Got up to make tea, realized I need to make dinner and put it in the crock pot. Oh, sounds good. And then since I had a little veggie scrap that were safe for chickens, I figured I'd make a bowl of chicken oatmeal for the girls, check to see if they were. Oh, let me tell you. Sounds like my brain sometimes, Verity. I mean, I go like just back and forth. Okay, I will I need to weave those ends in right now because I'm not going to be able to weave them in later. Because I thought I was going to weave some ends in. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I'm going to weave some ends in because I don't want my possum to fall apart. I would just say that my brain goes 100 miles an hour and I don't know when to make it stop sometimes. So I don't necessarily, maybe, you know, maybe I do have ADHD. I don't. Papa says I do because I don't close doors. He says it's I don't I don't close doors all the way. I leave them like I'll close it, but just misses by that much. And he says that's a sign of ADHD, not closing a door all the way. Yeah, 99%. And then it's just like caffeine puts me to sleep. Unless it's caffeine in a Diet Coke, then that doesn't put me to sleep. You give me a cup of coffee, and I'm out like a light. I know that 1% drives you nuts, and I don't mean to do it. But I think you think I do, and I don't. I'm just trying to get underneath this stitch. I think. I haven't even opened the curtains to look and see what the rain is doing. I'm just trying to weave these ends. And I would really rather the electric company get Jiggle Shark's power back on. I know I can't make them. I wish I could, though. We're going to snip, snip just a little bit there. There we go. Oh, so now we're going this way. And I'm going to do this. Because as someone with diagnosed ADHD, but also a little OCD, I can't stand doors being a little open either. Well, so might be just a preference unrelated. See, I don't think about it. Like when I shut a door, if it doesn't click, I don't think about it and I just go on. Him, he's like, you need to shut that door. And Biscuit's like, you leave her alone. She can do what she wants to do. And Biscuit's not the boss of the house, even though he thinks he is. Hey, he's behind me right now. He thinks that right now we are, I don't know, you can give him a kiss on the head. He probably do. Here, hold on just a second so Verity can see you. This is Biscuit. He's my mascot. He's like, why did you pick me up? I gotta see how bad it's raining outside. Biscuit, you're not gonna want to go outside forever. Look at those puddles. I wish sometimes I could just turn him loose and he could have a Biscuit's dream. don't I? Little King Biscuit. Linda said hi. He said, "Ooh, Linda said hi." His little ears perked up when I said Linda. He went like this. His little ears went like this. You like Linda, don't you? Because she's got a little your girlfriend halfway across America there. Yeah, Penny. Yeah, I don't like the puddles either, buddy. They're cold. Is Penny your girlfriend from your long distance girlfriend? We might can let that happen. You just have a long yes, we could probably let you have a long distance girlfriend because you would probably be scared of her. She would probably bark high and you would probably run. Just so you know that, Linda, he would probably be a scared puppers. He would think that Penny was gonna get him because the little girl dog that lives next door, her name is Charlie. She's not out there. Um, she barks and he runs away. He's like, he'll go up to the fence to sniff her, like, because she'll be like "Burp, burp," at the fence because they can't see each other because it's one of those wooden fences. And he'll be like, "Oh, let me talk to her," and then she'll start barking at him, and he's like, "I'm out. I can't do the barking thing. Don't he's a nut." So he's like, "Yeah, I can't let her bark at me." And then she's like, I can tell it. It's like when she's barking at him and he's walking off, she's like, "Where's he going? I'm still talking." And he's like, "Nope, we're not doing it." Now they go places, and they I mean, they're very active. They're very active. They're in their 70s, I think, mid 70s. They're very active couple. And not this last weekend, but the weekend before, she calls me. So she never calls me. And she does call me, but not whatever. So she calls me and she's crying and she said, "Charlie's gone. They couldn't find her, blah, blah, blah." I'm thinking, I don't know how many we're the closest people that have a key to their house that I know of. So Papa goes, he's like, "What time was she missing? I'm gonna start checking the ring camera footage to see if she ran across our yard, blah blah blah." Come to find out she was jumped up on a window, like a windowsill bench that they have in one of their spare bedrooms and couldn't get back down because they're getting ready for a yard sale when the weather warms up. And she couldn't get down and she was hidden. So, but I was over there helping them look, didn't even see her. And I was in that room. I was like, she's got to be under something. And she was like, she's gotten out. It's going to be freezing tonight. I'm like, she didn't get out. There's no way for her to get out. Oh, Cub finished his class. That is wonderful. I would have loved to have went to it, but I was like, I gotta finish the possum. Gotta finish the possum. And the only way I'm finishing this possum is if people make me um accountable. And my stream makes me accountable. I would like to do the knitting thing, the knitting workshops, just so I could learn to knit, I think. I mean, I like the crocheting thing too, but you know, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is what we should have. Yes. So we should have 21. 8, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Did I not do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're going to do this. Love can make me weak. Maybe you know what? Maybe, no. Is there 12 here? Did I go one too many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we got it. Oh, hi, Crafty. How are you doing? Okay, hold on. I lost. Oh, okay. Check in. Thank you for the check in, Crafty. It's next Sunday. And ad break is starting soon. Maybe that's the part what I need to stream. Techie stuff. Heck yeah. How's the possum going? It's going great. I've only had a few minor meltdowns because I didn't put a stitch marker in. And it took me like, 20 minutes to figure out where I was gonna go. Um You're tired of teaching. Was running my mouth with Pixie for 2 hours. Okay. We're just gonna put an extra stitch right there. Hey, super positive. How are you doing? This possum, and thank you for the check-in. This possum is gonna be, I do not know. One day you're gonna have to tell me why these are your favorite creatures. Because crochet are exhausting. Not really, but okay. So we've done that. So now we're gonna single crochet 4. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna pull this tight, and 4. Pull this tight. Pixie will have her class next Sunday. I might have to watch that one to stream a little later or something. Okay. We gotta switch to the pink. Okay. Are we fastening this white off? Okay. So we're gonna add the white underneath this to add for stiffness. So we're gonna do 8 pinks across. I was saying earlier that this was probably the best yarn to have for this little possum because it's the old stiff yarn. So I think it's going to make this a wonderful piece. Okay, I just think I crocheted into the wrong side of the thing. Okay, that's the back end. This is the front end. We got to crochet into the front. Welcome back, everybody. I'm trying to figure out the front end of this stitch so that I crochet into the right side of the stitch. And we're going to carry over the white yarn to give stiffness into the jaw of this possum. And I asked Super Positive one day, she's going to have to tell me why possums are her favorite animals. Because my favorite animals are pigs, and I can tell you why I like pigs. Oh, I'm so sorry, Super Positive. I am so sorry. I'm telling you, today is not my day. It's not. No, I'm so sorry. I don't even know why. I just I'm not I can see the tears coming out of my eyes, but I'm just I'll put bows in my hair next time. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I got you confused with somebody else because there is a female streamer on here who crochets possums. And that's what she gives out to people. Like she'll, and I can't think of who she is, but she makes possums for people, like so many whatevers, and she sends them possums. I am so sorry. I just have you confused with something. My brain's not working. FYI, Jingle Shark is at their friend's house. Okay, that's good. Come here. Come on. You can get up here. Biscuit's gonna take me out, and you do not have to put bows in your hair. Um, but anyway, thank you for being very understanding. Thank you. Um, no. I'm telling you, this possum right now has been almost I lost my stitch marker. Well, I didn't put my stitch marker back in part of the gray, and then I had to lay it down, and I had to use the tail and bell it out so that I knew, yes, baby, I know. Um, and then I was like, don't lose the stitch marker again because I didn't want his little mouth to come out on the side of his body. And so it's been one of those mornings. I'm like, I have got to be able to learn to count. Um, okay, let's see. Did they decide what they were going to do with the dogs, Papa? Were they able to take them? Are they going to keep an eye on when the power comes back at their house? That kind of thing. I got like 100 questions. And Papa's like, calm down, woman. And just for everybody, so everybody is, our daughter, Jingle Shark, had a tree hit her carport. Okay, and it's not normal. Like you drive into their driveway and then there's a fence that goes around. And then you open that fence and you drive around to the back of the house and there's a carport. So they never pull in all the way and go under the carport. The carport, they have their like their lawn care stuff underneath it. It's in the backyard. It's a carport. They just don't use it as a carport. Well, a tree fell on it this morning. Well, then the power went out in their house because even they live in a neighborhood that's like the houses are built in the 40s and the 50s. So all the poles are along the road. They have not buried anything. So didn't hit the house, didn't damage the house, nothing like that. It hit their carport. But in the process, the power line that goes to the house, whatever. Well, Peepop, as most of you know, she has a G tube. Some of you don't, but she has a G tube. And that is how she gets the majority of her food. Electric pumps the food into the G tube, and that's how she eats. She does eat through her mouth, once she had the cleft palate fixed, and she's been eating more through her mouth. They don't give her as much on the G-tube, but, she started losing a little weight, so they wanted her to pick up her feedings back on her G-tube. Well, they have a thing in with the power company that says, "Hey, if we can't lose if we lose power, we need to it's a medical necessity that, you know, we get ours back online because we have a child that depends on, um, that." And so it's just been I've been a worrywart. I've been a worrywart. Okay, hold on. 8. We have 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just gonna go there. So, they don't have gas. They don't. It's just they're let's see. Yeah, that's gotta go. Somewhere along the lines I'll put 2 in one of the stitches, but we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Like one of the girls at work, she's younger, and yeah, you don't feed beans to babies. Um, she said, "Oh, I'm so happy. I've got a gas stove. If the power goes out, I'll be able to use it." And I was like, "No, you can't. No, you can't." Yeah, for a and she was like, "No, I can't. It's a gas stove." And I said, "Are you gonna open the windows in your house?" And she was like, "Well, no, why would I open the windows?" I said, "Carbon monoxide?" I said, "If you have a gas stove, you have to vent it." Back in the day, people had gas stoves, but people also left their windows open and, that's how they ventilated their houses. But and I told her, I said, "You should have got the gas water heater is what you should have got, because then you could take a warm shower." But anyway, I just had to pick on her because she was like, "Nuh-uh." And I was like, "Uh-huh. Believe you me. I'm an old fogey. I know what I'm talking about." Listen to me. I'm an old fogey. I know what I'm talking about. Y'all quit bonking each other. I know, Crafty, you're the only one getting bonked. Um, okay, hold on. So we did that. So single crochet around to this. How much snow or ice is around? You can bonk me all day. Right now we are just getting rain, sleet rain. Um, but anyway, yeah, we're just getting the sleet and the rain, and it's nasty, nasty, nasty. With it going down into the teens tonight, I don't see how they expect anybody to get out. If it quits raining and dries up, which I don't see it drying up because it's so cloudy right now. So we shall see. Yes, we do. I did see the river in our backyard when I looked out the window. Yeah, Biscuit's not going to be happy. Okay. Trying to carry this under as best as possible and make it as tight as possible so you can't see it. But I'm still going to end up doing what I did with the gray. But Maybe not as bad. Maybe not as bad. I think I would have rather gotten a little bit of snow. Like Jingle Shark, they got snow. I don't know how much snow they got, but they got snow. Okay, let's see. Okay. Single crochet 4, switching to the pink, then do 8 across. Single crochet to the white. Okay, and then single crochet 8, continuing the round. That's more than 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's more than 8. Do we have 21 still? 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, you know what? If you put the darn stitch marker in it, Bray, you'd be okay. Did it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I might have to give up on this because I think I'm causing myself too many issues, and I shouldn't be. Okay. I'm just trying to I know who uses them for silly stuff. Who uses them? And then I want to do 1, 2. So 1, 2, and 3. And I just got done telling y'all about my meltdown that I had about the missing it in the middle of this gray thing. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it just messed this up. So anyway, so and I just want you to know that Crafty, when I pulled out of the center of this vintage yarn, when I pulled out, I think you would have had an anxiety attack immediately. I was so mad at myself for not caking it. So mad at myself for not caking it. I was like, what in the world am I doing? And I literally said, thank goodness Crafty's not here because I would have thrown him into a fit. And that's not what I want to do. Not what I want to do. I about threw myself into a fit only because it is vintage yarn. It's so fragile. It's not. This stuff will, I can make a blanket out of this and it would still be 100 years from now. It would still be it would still be a good blanket. Scratchy, but it would be a good blanket. Well, in 100 years, it might be soft. Got to think of it like that. It might be soft. Okay, so single crochet to 3. Wait. So we got to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to pull that tight. I was telling everybody earlier, I said, your stream was so relaxing last night with all the yarn winding going on. I was just like going along, making my possum while you were yarn winding. Biscuit was like, I'm getting tired watching him wind. Biscuit got really relaxed. He was like, it's time to go to bed. Right now, he is looking up into my eyes and he was like, it's time to take a nap. And yes, My dog is the only child that I will call a child that has been on a sleep schedule his whole entire life. Okay, we're gonna single crochet, and, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. You highly recommend it looked nice. It really looked nice. I liked it because of the way the other arms went out, and it, like yes, I did. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. It was. 4. It was very kinda therapeutic, if you really wanna know, watching him spin. I was like, I think it's because when you spin and you cake your yarn, even though, like, when we're making something, you at the end, you see something you've done, but when you're caking yarn, it's just like you it's that at the end, you actually have something you can show. It's like, "Oh, this feels so good." Okay, well, one too many. Yes, we're having a oh, yes, Stellar, how is the skiing? Okay. I see a little bit of pink in it occasionally, but it's fine. I might go back and pull really tight on some of these ends. I might. Yeah. And when you were talking about your bowl, I have a bowl that looks just like that, and it's broke too, right at the edge of the little where the yarn comes out. So a cake with cupcakes, icing and cupcakes would be really good. And when you said that last night, I was like, that must just be like where yeah, mine still works too. It's just like it was really kinda sad when it happened. I was like, "Oh, I didn't want it to be that way." Okay, so we're gonna single crochet 3. True. Feel like I wanna go downstairs and, like, make bread or something. Don't know why. So I'm not a bread girl. I am, but I'm not. I can make bread. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do this. I am yawning way too much. Okay. Okay, let's do this. trying to do something without making a lot of noise. Biscuit's like, "Noise? What do you mean, noise?" Let's see. I can't. I feel like Papa's gonna come walking in behind me any minute. Okay. Okay. I am yawning way too much. I feel like I've gotten very, very far on this possum. And let's see. Can't talk. Biscuit's like, "What? What? What are we doing?" Yes, Pop Biscuit, we are. We are figuring this out. Um, let's see. I can't even. I'm lucky if I even have a brain one today, y'all. Okay. Rain channel. I'm gonna see if I got. Okay, we're gonna go over to Antan Kamala. I know that I'm probably saying that wrong. Yes, where are the jump scares when we need them? They are doing an amigurumi right now, and so we're gonna go over there and give them some love. And y'all have a very good day. And I will try to be back sometime this week. I don't know when, but y'all have a great day, and I will see you later. Bye. Did we